Well, hello there, and welcome back as always to Brambleberry. Today, it's a beautiful Saturday morning. It's a little crisp out, and I am going to be trying something new today that I've not done before. And I don't know if any of you will care to see all this, but I thought I might record along the way to see what happens. I am going to attempt to weld today. I have a old trailer that I was using pretty regularly for a while, and it's just got some busted spots on it and some other issues that I need to fix. So I'm gonna see if I can weld. I've watched a lot of videos on this. I've done a little bit of stick welding. This one's a wire feed flux core welder, and I'll show you all that. I haven't even opened it or anything, so we'll go through all that today and see how well I do. So I got this little spot here where a weld broke, and this support that goes across the front here for the fence part of this trailer is busted. So I need to grind off that old weld and pull it back over here and weld that. And then the other part that's been an aggravation for me is these lights. This will be the third time I've had to replace them, because the way this trailer is, you know, it rocks back and forth. These kind of hang low. They just tend to get beat up. So what I want to do, my idea is to mount them up here instead, but I have to put a little bracket up here to mount them on. So I bought a piece of iron over there that I'm going to cut off little pieces probably and weld them to this, and then bolt the lights through up here. So hopefully that'll work a little bit better than this business here. So this is what I got from the old Harbor Freight. This Titanium Flux inverter welder, which I believe should run off my generator, which is why I got it, so that I could use it out here without a problem. I got me a helmet, welding helmet, got wire, and then clamps and various magnets and things to hold things in place. Got brushes so that I can brush off the flux, and then of course some welding gloves. Like I said, I've not welded with this yet. As you can see, the welder's still in the box, so we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna get it out here and see if I can get it all set up. What is this? Oh, it looks like some kind of a strap to carry it. I don't know if I'll use that. I think I want to be carrying, well, who knows. Our directions here. It says it's an easy flux, so we'll hope that's the case. It's like, oh, that's handy. They got a little quick start guide here and weld examples. That's kind of nice. Talks about if you see your weld, what's wrong, like if it's the voltage level or the wire speed, which you can adjust on this. Weld slower, weld fast. Okay, that's cool. That's kind of nice. I like that, especially for someone that's a beginner, you know, like me, which I imagine a lot of people that would buy this welder probably are just like using it for home use, like little projects here and there, which is all I intend to use it for. You know, I'm not gonna go into welding as a profession. We got the setup here. Shows how to spool the wire, how to take the nozzle and tip off the welder, all that. Cool. Well, we'll get to that. All right, we're gonna attempt to get this wire spooled on here. Unscrew that. Looks like that spring tension holds that down. clipping off that twisted end there. Well, there was probably my first beginner mistake. I let go of the wire. Yep. Hopefully that doesn't cause me trouble, but I would not be surprised if it did. Try this again. Alright, so that's tight. Now let's get into this. Fed through there. Hopefully that'll hold for the time being. I need to get you all on a better angle here. Alright, so there's this little wheel here. It's the feed roller knob that goes on top of it. I just took that off, and then this is the feed roller. So the number, it says we need to flip the feed roller is needed to confirm the number, showing it's the same as the wire diameter spool. So apparently one side of this is for 0.03 and the other is 0.035. So we have 0.03 here. So we need to make sure that it matches. So it says on there 0.035 on this side and 0.03. So it needs to go in that top groove there. So it is set up, looks like as it should be. Okay. And I already fed it through that part. So if you didn't see, this was over here. You have to loosen up this knob to get that open. And then this goes back on there, it would seem. If I can figure it out. Oh, I wonder if I need to put it in there. It does say to cut off any bent or burned edges there. Check this out. Yeah, I already messed up. Securely hold on to the end of the welding wire and keep tension on it during the following steps. If this is not done, the welding wire will unravel and unspool, which can cause tangling and feeding problems. Yep. Beginner mistake. What do I want to do here? I don't really want to waste all that wire. Maybe we'll just go for it and see what happens. I'm sure there's some people out there in YouTube land who are saying, no, don't. Okay, well, I'm going to do it anyway. Feed that in there. Push this back. And tighten that down. And fingers crossed, we don't have the tangling issues that they predicted. So it says the next thing is to use the cold wire feed switch to feed wire through this. And you're supposed to stretch this out, kind of lay it flat so it goes through. I probably need to do a better job than that, but presumably I have to plug this in. So I need to fire up the generator and get her going here. So before I did that, I took the tip off of here to get the wire to come through. Okay, I got that all prepped there. Best I know how to do it. Tried to clean off the old welds and get it all lined up. And then, yeah, I cleaned off a spot over here to put my grounding clamp on. Hopefully that'll do the trick. As I've said, I've not welded with this welder before and really not done much of any welding, so this should be fun. I probably should do some practice welds. Nah, I'm just gonna go for it, see what happens. You know, if I mess it up, I'll just grind it down and try again. And there you have it. There are the first ugly welds of a beginner. If it doesn't hold, I'll just do it over again. Seems like it's pretty good to me though. And now we're on to the more fun part, and that is actually building those brackets for these lights. I say more fun because I get to actually like measure things and cut things and make something new, I guess, instead of just fixing a busted piece. That's more fun to me. All right, so here's the big debate, is how to mount this thing. If I mount it like right in the middle of this somehow, then if I pull things in and out of here, they're gonna get knocked on it. I know I don't want it down here because that's giving me trouble already down there. So right now, I think what I'm gonna do is put a small piece coming out here that I can bolt it out, my lights out here like this. And it's gonna make my trailer a little wider and might hang up on stuff some, but I think that's gonna be preferable to having it down low like they are now, where they hit stuff all the time. And hopefully having this metal piece here will protect it if it does run into something coming that way. So I need to cut a piece here, weld it on, drill some holes, then bolt my lights on. Didn't too straight, but it'll get the job done. Alright, I got everything clamped down and squared up here, so I'm getting ready to get after it again. Let's do some more ugly welding. I did a little bit better on that one. Still pretty ugly though. Well, I think my welds improved as I went. I'll show you them in succession and you can see what you think. There's the first one and the second one. And this is the last one. Kind of down in here is that's the last one, if you can see that. Got holes drilled through. Got lights mounted on both sides now. And I just need to get all the things wired up now and make sure everything's working. But I think that's gonna be way better than this business for sure. So if there's a moral to the story, if you want to try and do something that you're not sure about, just try it, see if it works. You never know, you might be able to do something you didn't think you could, like weld. Anyway, hope you all have a blessed day, and thanks so much for watching.